There is a very famous website called Dadao Hui on there are of the houses on, and it show the events of because Japanese people like to, the house is closed, so they will avoid the house, and there is a house that attracts Japanese people's attention. Someone rented this house for 26 years. What is of this house? Happened, the name is Naimei Zi. He grew with his mother. He started working after. Later, he a real estate company. Met a named Gao Yuwu. He Naimei Zi. He Naimei Zi's boss. Gao Yuwu fell with Naimei Zi. They soon started to pursue. They got married in July 1995. In order to get married, they rented Dingmu. Cell. This afternoon, 43-year-old Gao Yuwu suddenly received a call from his wife. When the third floor's tenant came to the front door of the walls knocked, but no one answered. So she thought that the two buttons were not at so. She the bag on the door handle. So that can see it. But who knows? The door opened a small gap. The realized that the girls was not locked. Did she forget to the police and ambulance arrived at the and started to investigate, though was already dead. The blood was so bad on the living room, the hall, the stairs, and the washroom. The living room was in chaos. There were obvious signs, but the money was not lost. The was not killed, and the 2-year-old son of playing in the living room. The crime should have caught his attention, but at such young age, he should not know happened. The first sealed the whole apartment and began to investigate after a forensic examination. The house and the is not male, and especially the toilet sink. This is blood from. Maybe the murderer also scratched himself, so he toilet to wash his. There are several footprints in. The length of is 24 centimeters. It's obvious that this a female's foot, and the murderer also left here. The police inferred the murderer came to the door. The murderer was cut off. The blood vessel was to self-heal. The police brought a police dog to investigate. Eventually, the came to a park. The was finally gone. Was a water tap in. The should have the wound here and held the blood. The clue was broken. The he nowhere was found. The police found the husband of Gao Yuwu. Wanted to ask about the specific situation on November 13th. Was Saturday. Was to holiday. But there were still some things had to deal with. So Gao Yuwu and got up early. Her wife also early and made breakfast for. When they were breakfast, Naimei told her husband that she would go to the materials and take the kids to the clinic, because she thought the kids might have fever. At 9 a.m., it was went to work. After her husband left, Naimei called the community's Moms Friends Association. Wanted to ask a car to her son to the clinic. 9:30 a.m., the express delivery company, Zaiji, staff response. On that day, express arrived and they went the Naimei's, but was response, so the notification left was gone. This means that at 9:30 was not home. At 10:20, mom only took the car, prepared call Naimei. But no one answered. The minutes later, the mothers called Naimei Zi again, had no response. According to a doorbell at 11 p.m., Naimei Zi took her child to the nearby children's. Half an hour later, 11:40 p.m., the neighbor saw her leaving the door. At that time was difference, and no one followed her. Then, 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. were many neighbors who responded, and Naimei Zi's heard a strange sound. At about 1 o'clock, I heard a steps down the police believe that this hour is the time. It is worth mentioning that there is a very suspicious. This is sparkling drink called high calorie. He has never seen Naimei drink this drink, so it likely that the murderer brought it. So who will bring the drink? According to the high-calorie statement, Naimei is very cautious. If someone knocks on the he will be on the balcony, but the landlord's was released because he had no wounds. He was on the he had with the Naim's family for. there was no conflict. To collect more clues, compared the people in with DNA. They showed the incompatible. To collect more clues, police in Wuxi, soon, a witness provided the clues. He said that the day he saw a woman, 40 or 50 old, she had, with bloodstains on. Her hair was a curly hair, which looked like had, then walked towards the park, according to all the clues. Describe the characteristics. Age 40 to 50 years old, about 160 centimeters. Her hair was curly, her hands were injured, and blood. The shoe size is 24 centimeters. He a picture of, used the picture to the case, but they couldn't find the evidence of also trouble. But a year later, the son of Hang Ping, one day, suddenly told his father that his mother had with a stranger aunt. Then his mother died. Although he was only 2 years old, what happened? He couldn't who he what he like? Maybe it because his son's words that he Gao Yu Wu. He made up his to catch the body. He signed a long-term contract and the house. He everything in as a sample that time. The blood and footprints were by him. But this case was investigated for 26 years. Gao Yu Wu paid for the house the bin 26 years, rent is almost 20 million RMB. He comes to the room to stay for a while. Gao Yu Wu said he would rent the house until the day